Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to JBPG City, our City Skylines mass transit playthrough. And I've done a little bit of tweaking with the actual shape and direction of the freeway. It kind of came in and curved around a bit and then curved back out again before getting quite a tight curve just there. And I've opened that out a little bit because of the kind of roads that I've been putting in inside the freeway. So first off, I completed this bridge over this section here, and I've now got that connected up to the top here. Then got a sharp little turn at the top, and then it just runs straight all the way through this section here till it gets to that junction just there, that flyover. And then I've also done something here a little bit different. Wanted to try something a little bit off the beaten track as to what we haven't really done before. So what I've got here is a very simple kind of on-off ramp that only goes in one direction. I was kind of inspired a little bit by Grand Theft Auto 5 for this, as part of the PCH that runs around the island. So basically, if you want to come off the ramp and get in there, then you've got a down ramp that goes here, goes down, and goes underneath here. Oh, sorry, it goes underneath here, and then cuts across there, and comes up, joins, and there we go, straight down to the main internal connection. And then to go out, you've obviously got a choice of two directions if you want to go out here. So you go up and then split, and you either go down and out that way, or you come over this way and down that way. So you have a choice of direction. Now admittedly, I don't expect to see much on this particular connection just here, because we do have another connection right there as well, so probably won't get that much use, but I wanted to put it in anyway just to kind of experiment a little bit. So we have this this interesting little junction over here, and then this big junction over here is another diverging diamond. Slightly wonky when it gets down to here because of the curve of the road. Ooh, just spotted that piece there. Let's take that out. There we go. But everything else is lined up pretty much, equidistant. So you can see it's in perfect kind of unison up to about that point there, and then that's where it changes with the off ramps on that side. But everything to say that point there, perfect symmetry. So looking forward to getting that up and running and seeing it working. You see we've got our traffic lights in just there, just using standard road here, one direction, and one-way traffic as well, and then slip roads to get up here, and two-lane freeway on the on and off ramps just there like that. And then over here, why don't I have traffic lights here? Should have traffic lights there. I must have turned them off by mistake. There we go, that's better. So we have traffic lights just there. So same principle as the diverging diamond we built way over on the other side of the freeway. Traffic will queue here, then switch over, and then can either switch back and go that way, or can get to here. Sorry, can get to here and then go down that way, or from this junction can just go straight down the freeway that way there. So plenty of options in terms of direction in which way they want to go. And we're going to have kind of an area in here, a built-up area. And what I'm thinking of is this space here. I'm thinking of reserving this for our airport. Now, we're not too far away from our next and final unlock, which, if we go to our milestones quickly, you can see it's 90,000 is the final unlock. And that will give us the international airport. Now, we're not too far off that. We need another 10,000 people, and we can easily squeeze 10,000 more people in just with a little bit of high density. So it's not going to be a problem to kind of get those people in the city. It's just a question of where I zone them. And I'm thinking we could maybe start doing something in this area over here. And then I've just tweaked this down here a little bit as well. So from this junction, this is all now just 3-lane that runs all the way through here all the way across, and then all the way down through to there. It's all triple lane. It used to be just dual lane, and then triple lane at a couple of the junctions, but I just made the whole thing 3-lane. It makes it easier, so that the traffic gets into the correct lane, and pretty much straight away, and then stays in the right lane. So you can see here, the traffic comes off this junction and immediately kind of gets into the lane it wants to be in and just stays there. So you can see it allows for us to have traffic queuing along this bridge, whereas previously this was 2 lanes. Now we can actually have, you know, a couple of different queues and still get moving traffic as well, whereas before it just completely clogged up the bridge. So it works better, it works smoother and faster. Let's get the time sped up a little bit more. And everything seems to work well, and we've got a nice long run off from this junction here now all the way around to here. So again, all the traffic that wants to queue and use the quick escape route there up to the roundabout can queue without holding up everything. As you can see, it does kind of queue a little bit, but it's not grinding the whole road to a complete halt. We are getting a decent kind of flow of traffic. So, and it is controlled by traffic lights. We could, I suppose, possibly, you know, put stop signs in there, but I'll leave it with lights for now. We can always experiment later. And you can see here our roundabout. I've actually downgraded the roundabout to triple lane. It kind of seemed a bit of overkill with only 3 junctions. It seemed a bit overkill to have 4 lanes, because obviously we can't choose where the traffic goes. We can just create the roads and hope that they'll actually use the various different lanes. More often than not, they won't. So I figured, what's the point in putting in a 4 lane when I know that at least one of those lanes, probably 2 of those lanes, will never get used. So I just downgraded it back down to triple lane, and even then, you know, it's not using the inside lane at all. I haven't seen a single car use the inside lane yet. I suppose it does leave it free for emergency traffic to potentially switch in there, because they will always try and lane hop where they can to make sure that they can keep moving. But everything else is exactly the same once I just redesigned and smoothed out that section there. So that's pretty much all I've done between episodes, is just, you know, make a little tweak to this bit of junction here, and then put these 2 off ramps in just here, our second diverging diamond, and this little GTA inspired junction just here. So let's see, where do I want to kind of build next? Suppose I want to build somewhere over here. I still don't know whether or not I'm going to bring the railway out. I think we might just abandon the railway at that point there and leave it at that. I suppose I should really, do something with the other line. I don't know what, though. I really don't. I suppose I could bring that round like that, and then we could maybe run more trains into that station. It would clog the line up further down the line, but I don't know. I need to really and ah and decide what I want to do about that station there. And at some point we are going to try and put a metro in to service these areas here to get quick access to the station as well. But yeah, as I say, I'm thinking this area here is going to be where we'll put our international airport. So we need to plan in space for an extra 10,000 people along here, essentially. So let's go into doing some high density along here. Once again, I'm going to kind of run it a bit like that. Oh, no, that's not going to work, is it? Not here, it's not, for some reason. That should all be straight. Why is that not? There's a kink there, and that's what's causing the break. So if I build up to there, and then here, build to there. No. Let's try doing it the other way. So it'll build up to the kink, and then here, for some reason, it just kind of switches. And now I'm picking up these lines from here. Let's put a junction in here for a second. This is a temporary measure. There we go. So if I build straight across from here like that. There we go. Perfect. That's solved the little kink problem. Let's take that out. There we go. So we will have traffic or housing either side of these, and then we'll have that little one space gap that'll run, you know, along the side. So this main road won't have any buildings either side of it, you know, or on the side of it. We need to do the same on this side as well. So this is where it could get a little bit trickier. Let's take that to there for now. Run that across to the kink. And the same again on this side. Run that along. Connect. Perfect. So now we can get our 4-block housing, or a 4-block space on here, and have a 1-block gap between the back of those buildings and this road here. We'll have to manually draw that bit in though, so that we don't try and just automatically paste a 5-block zone in there, because that will screw things up royally. So now I need sort of entrance ways to this area. And I want them to be kind of regularly spaced-ish. Do I want to go there as well? Yeah, why not? You can always take those out if they're too close. That one is going to be too close, just there. I don't want to get that close to the junction either. There we go. That'll work. Let's take that piece out as well. And I'm going to do the same down here as well. I'm going to have that 1 space gap all the way through here. This could be interesting. It kind of lets me do it up to there, which is a little bit more than I actually want to go. And then if I bring that down, take that piece off. Beautiful, that'll work. And bring that down there like that. Bring that across. Okay. We have our first little block just there. Do I really want to push that out as well? No. Definitely not. And then let's do something similar on this side. So again, I want that to have that 1 gap spacing. That shifted as I clicked it. Saw it shift. It's done it again, look. Very weird. It's better. Still shifted a touch, but not anywhere near as bad as it was before. I wonder, do I want to put a connection in here perhaps? I think I might do. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put a connection in there. Then we can do the same here. And we'll do something in that space. Let's just drop a line in there for now. Alright, drop down again. Oh, too far. There we go, got a nice big block of zoning just there. And we can even go up an extra layer just here. Like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Just need to make these ends a little bit bigger. We could potentially have a little bit of an issue with just this one road running through here, but we have got this freeway connection here as well, and we've also got a connection that goes down into Lafayette Hills down there as well. So fingers crossed it won't be too bad. I think we could actually get away with that. Let's drop in some piping. I do actually have a little bit of housing on the edge here, don't I? Just a little bit. And drop down. That's my end point, there it is. And we need to do the same over here as well. Let's do it from this end this time. Don't need to go all the way out. That'll suffice. And then I need to come down one more time. Wow, I'm actually going to have to go all the way along. Look, I didn't think I'd have to do that. Right, we need to connect these pipes up. There we go, and then connect our network up over here. I'll take this one. Let's pull this one along. About spot on. A bit of a step down, but we can get away with that. So there we go. We need power in this area. I also need some landmarks and stuff. Well, not necessarily landmarks, but some unique buildings maybe, and certainly some leisure stuff. So I'm going to stick a big old park here on the corner, which I can't. Of course I can't. That's actually too big. Could put the park there. It makes more sense to have it somewhere in here. Let's drop it there like that. Let's try and get some other parks in as well, where we can. The spaces are the two, but oh no, there we go. That actually fits perfectly in that spot there. Look, that's awesome. Oh, we've got a big park there. I don't really want to put a small one there as well. We'll put one there though, on that little edge piece just there. What next? A dog park. Put a dog park in the loop up here. Let's go with a biodome as well. I can't remember if we actually put in a biodome. I think we did. That's going to look a bit weird and out of place, isn't it? Oh well, we'll find another location for that. Same with the hydroponic farms. Actually, no, we could possibly put the hydroponic farms along the bottom here, look. No, it won't let me go any further. Okay, I'm just going to destroy that bit. We won't build on that side of the road. We'll just build inside. That'll do for parks for now. Let's get the basic services in here as well. So we're way off from police and fire, so let's get some larger stations in. There we go. Gonna need some health as well. We're a mile. Sorry, not a mile. We're way below our capacity there. I'm just gonna go with a small health clinic. We'll drop that on that corner there, like so. Education, we're going to need some schools. We'll do the usual thing of putting a playground in next to the school if we can. Oh, perfect, look at the spacing on that, that's perfect. And let's get in. Where's education? There it is. Let's get in our secondary school. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. We only need the one for the whole district, I think. Let's get some power lines up here to distribute power into this area. Okay, let's start doing some zoning. Let's go with select. Actually, no, we can go with fill for now. I want to fill that one there, because that'll create the power connection to that. And we need to go to select here, so that when we get to the road, that's our 4-block collection there. And then it's going to stop there, so we'll take that bit out. And that will pull off that road just there opposite the park. Where's my commercial area going to be? Yeah, I like the idea of having a nice little commercial block over here. Let's go to select again so I can go on the opposite side of the road. Like that. Weird little step out there on the zoning. Never mind. Let's get some offices in here as well. For those brainy boffin types that want to further their education. And now we just kind of need to let some of these buildings zone in and build up that power network. This may take a little while. We are burning through those demands a bit faster than I thought we would. Let's extend our power coverage if we can. Just looking to see if it was a 2-space gap, we could have run the cables up the middle without any issues whatsoever. I don't think we zoned in that piece just there, so let's run along the top here like so. Will that be enough? Doesn't look like it's going to go to the other side of the road. I don't really want to build on there and knock down housing. Could plonk it there though. I don't think we have anything zoned in that gap there. So yeah, we'll do that. Now we now to now we need to drag this along here into this area here. Why is that trying to bend? And that instantly deals with our power problem. And now we've got a demand for more offices as well, or more industry, so we'll take that as offices. Let's start filling in some more. To figure out where. Suppose here. Why haven't they selected? I wonder if it's because the power cables have just dropped in there. Take that out so it goes to full length back. Right, we're after some offices, aren't we? Let's make this office along here, near the freeway itself. Again, so just be wary of the noise complaints we might potentially receive. Being so close to the freeway and all. There we go, good stuff. I'm going to let this zone in a bit more, and then I'll catch up with you once it's finished kind of growing a bit. Okay, so stuff is building in quite quickly now. As we can see, there is a large queue of traffic as new residents are trying to move into the area. Also, there is a fair bit of extra commercial traffic on the road as well. It's all kind of clogging up at this junction here. Most of it just wants to turn in here at the first available opportunity. Not much is coming down this way yet. I do think as well we need to upgrade this section along here. There we go. Let's try that. Again, all the traffic that's kind of going across here is just sticking in one lane because there's no connection here, and traffic doesn't want to go this way to, you know, there's only one way it can go. It can't go either. It either goes straight over or it goes down that way, and it's all just going down that way because there's nothing to go to over that way yet. We will obviously build something in there, so we do get, you know, sometimes 2 lanes of traffic briefly, and then they just try and merge here on this little junction. So essentially we have nothing in the middle lane, but it does keep it free for emergency vehicles that are on a call, so they just kind of whiz straight through the middle and just jump in front of whatever traffic they need to jump in front of. So it kind of works having 3 lanes there, and obviously having 3 lanes here gives us a bit more choice with these junctions as well. Again, we can actually get away with traffic not queuing quite so much in theory. See, again, look, it's just, I don't know, maybe we should downgrade this middle piece. That might confuse things a little bit. Go 2 lane along there as well. Have 3 lane there. See, not much wants to come straight over. I get the feeling I might need to take this piece out here. But I'm going to, just to see what happens. I'm going to pause for a second, try and get that piece of road back in before it dezones. It's already dezoned a little bit. We'll just run that around there in a little loop like that. Let's see, is that going to help with this junction? Again, I'm expecting most of the traffic to either go left or right, maybe the odd little bit going straight over. Oh, we're getting more going straight over than going right at the moment. Still getting big queues and tailbacks. A lot of the stuff is going to filter out that way. It's kind of what we expected. As it then try and fight its way along here to get where it needs to go. It might make these other junctions a bit more relevant. A lot of traffic queuing up on that side now. I wonder if traffic is trying to shortcut its way through here. The traffic lights are doing their job, but they're doing them a little bit too well. Problem is these slip roads here are also part of the traffic light junction. I don't think I can remove them unless I rebuild the intersection. Yeah, it covers all these. So traffic lights go here, and then here, and then here on this junction, and then back to this section again as well. So we get 3 phases of lights. You know, 1, 2, 3. They're the 3 light phases. And that's what's slowing down this traffic here, not getting into the district as quick as it could. Because instead of there being 2 phases of lights, there are actually 3. So maybe, instead... Let me pause for a second. Let me take this piece out as a trial. And we do that instead. Let's go to upgrade. Let's change that back to 2 lane. Change this like that. It's going to confuse the hell out of some of the traffic, which is then going to go along and turn around and come back in again the other way. I kind of expected that. That's now taken the traffic lights out of that junction, so we have to fix that. Traffic lights back on. And now we've got fast flowing traffic running all the way through here. We do have lights at the bottom here. Let's take those lights out and put a stop sign just there instead. So that should give right of way to this traffic a lot more frequently. I mean, each vehicle just kind of stop and then judder forward a little bit. And obviously we have to be wary when we get these little flurries of traffic. But it should keep that moving at a steadier, more consistent rate than it was before. Hell, I could even just take that off, actually. Let's just take it off. Just leave it like that. Let it flow. Traffic is slowing down quite a bit because it is quite a sharp little junction that they have there, like almost like a 90 well, it is pretty much a 90-degree turn, isn't it? I was going to say why they stopped, but it's because the lane is full. There we go. Nice little flow of traffic again, stuff that wants to go straight on or turn left. That's definitely helping that traffic flow a little bit better. It's just a solid wave at the moment. Oh, there we go. We just hit 90,000. So that means we can plot in our international airport. It's going to be able to travel, isn't it? So I'm really tired. My brain just isn't working properly at the moment. So here we go. This is what's this? Oh, it's the blimps. We still haven't done blimps yet, have we? We'll have to put some blimps in somewhere. We've got slope too steep, but we can terraform now. Now that was always a major problem, was trying to place the international airport before, because it was just so big that inevitably there were very few places on some maps where you could actually place it down, because it was just so big and cumbersome. Now we can just flatten the terrain out. So let's do that. Let's just flatten out all this terrain over here, so that we can make way for our international airport. That terrain, is that smooth or not? I don't think it is, actually. See, it's just out a little bit in places, but it's marginal. As long as we just tweak it a little bit, we should be okay. We're only spending a few dollars. Not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Right, let's try place the airport again. Now, all of a sudden, we can actually place it. I'm thinking we want it kind of here. I do want to try and square this up a bit if I can. So that's... I can't quite get the rotation right. Oh, that's it. That's square. With our road. So now we just need to squeeze this on as close to the edges as we can. That looks to be it. There we go. So we'll plonk our airport there. We've got a nice kind of cliffside runway just there. Plenty of space on this runway over here as well. And now we can bring in a nice little transport loop over here. We can put some buildings in over here as well. Have something coming around this side into this area maybe. We've definitely got some room to play about with. First things first, let's get the airport connected up. So let's continue this road down here. Too far. Let's bring it into about here, I think. What I want to do is just shorten the airport area a little bit. It's not going to let me build on that bit. What about here? No, it doesn't want to let me build the road that way either. Will it let me connect up? Ah, this is frustrating. Tell me I can only connect on the ends. That can't be. Yeah, looks like I can only connect on the ends. That's a bit frustrating. Okay. Alright, well let's bring this around like this. Oops, that's too far. So this is going to be my roundabout in here. In theory. That's not straight. Let's see. I've got a block of 3 over there. I see. I've gone a bit too far on this side. So, this needs to come out to there. No, there. That's a nice block of 4. So I was right the first time. So. That's a block of 2. Oh, we'll get this right. There we go. Block of 3. So that wants to be there. And down. Okay, so now... It's still not right, look. There we go. It's a 90-degree angle. That's too big. Let's just draw the straight line out, make it easier. How long is that straight line? Ah, one short. Okay. So that wants to go to there. There we go. Which means that wants to go to there. Alright, so roundabout built. Again, it's... Alright, so... that's my sort of in and out. It's a bit big, but it's deliberate. Because potentially this could end up being quite busy. And then that is going to service down here. That's a 90-degree angle. Let's try and get this nice and clean if we can. Okay, so we have our way into our airport and then out again. It does seem a bit excessive, actually, to to do it with that massive roundabout like that. Let's make that a bit smaller. Yeah, that's just too big. Way too big. Just looks absolutely ridiculous. So we'll just have a small roundabout here instead. So let's see. Oh, goddamn these snapping options. Okay, so round about there. And that means I can actually put something in this area here as well. Maybe a taxi depot or two. Let's have a road coming off here, which we can then link up down here. Excellent. And then same over here. Beautiful. And then up here, we'll put in a nice little loop around like that. There we go. So we have can I possibly take that back a little bit further? Just to give me a little bit more room. It's going to be really tough. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. And now... yeah, that just gives me a little bit more room on that that piece there to get in and back out again. So, yeah, I like that. That's our little entranceway to our hotel there. To our airport. And we can bring roads off on this section here if we need to as well. Plus we can put in a junction maybe here to take stuff down here into this little area, and then again off that side to bring stuff down this way. Got to be careful because of the runway, so we can't go too far, but I like that. That works. So let me go back into I'm almost out of time. I've just realized. So we've been waiting ages and ages and ages for an airport. I have had a request since, well, no, I've been sitting on it for about a month, if not more, I would say, for the airport itself. Well, maybe about a month. So we're going to rename this. And there we go, the Albo International Airport. There we go. That is the name that has been requested for this particular. It was actually for an international airport as well that was requested, and we've been waiting and waiting and waiting to get 90,000 people to be able to unlock it. We do have some major issues with it that we need to resolve, and we need to kind of finish building our road network. Water level still playing merry hell over here as well, as you can see. But we will get all this kind of fixed next time out, and we'll start to develop this area as well, get some traffic hopefully coming down this way. And once all that's done, we'll try and develop the surrounding area a little bit as well, make this junction a bit busier. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more JBPG City on our mass transit playthrough here on City Skylines very soon.